have it opened up and see what's inside. I already know what's inside, but you guys don't. Hi guys, welcome to this week's Richard on the Old John Deere. This here is Rodger. Rodger is number 44. I chose 44. I think I've made the right choice, really. Thank you for all the comments last week. There was a lot of love for number 23, which it was very well muscled and it was a nice animal. It was the smallest of the three. It wasn't quite as well grown as the other two, and they're all roughly the same age. And it was probably the most friendly, if anything, just a little bit too friendly. It wanted to come up and nudge you all the time, which is fine when they're this size, but when you've got a ton of bull wanting to be friendly with you, it's not always the easiest thing. So that's why I kind of didn't go with 23, and then I was left with the other two choose from, and I thought they were very alike, very even in size, and possibly 44 just had a little bit more width through its back end there, a little bit extra, but there wasn't very much between them. But what swayed it eventually to choose this one was the fact that 41 had stumpy horns, and we've had a bull with stumpy horns in the past, and this is what he did. When eating through a barrier, he caught the horn on the barrier and he pulled the horn off there, which wasn't very pleasant. A little bit of blood about, but he did recover fine after it. But it means if I chose 41, I was going to have to, I think I would have had him dehorned again, just to make sure those stumps didn't grow and cause a problem in the future. So I've ended up with 44 here, and I think I've made a good choice. I think he'll do a good job for us. So I'm hoping to train him to walk on a halter, so watch out for that over the next few weeks. A little bit, I'll tie him up a little bit each day for a start off, and then we'll see if we can get him walking on a halter. So we'll just give him a little bit of feed this morning. One of the things about having him in the bullpen, not the bullpen, one of the things about having him in the calving pen here, we've got a yoke so we can feed him through there, makes him easy to catch. So I think he's not far off being able to walk into the pen and put the halter on him anyway, but it's nice when you can just catch them here and there we go. Come on, back. So I've tied the halter quite short there, so he's holding his head up. And we'll just, he is very easy, he's standing very well. He's not pulling on at the halter at all, which is a good thing. Just give him a little bit of a comb, just to handle him every day. Just so he gets used to me and people. liking that, son? Eh? Is that good? He says, I would rather have something to eat. I think that'll do for today. We'll give him the rest of his breakfast and let him off for now. And I'll go and get on with the rest of my jobs. Well, the postman's just been and she's left me this box here, so we'll have it opened up and see what's inside. I already know what's inside, but you guys don't. I'll tell you what's inside. Lots of packaging. Can I get it out without... Do you know what it is yet? Well, that's one way of getting rid of your boxes, isn't it? It's a good box. So I've just invested in this, which is a new end for my carving aid. How come they've got 02 or 2021? So that's last year, isn't it? I've got a pair of scissors to open that up. They've got them tight. I think we need to slacken that off a little bit. There we go. I'll take it and try it on the handle, see if it fits. So I've got my carving aid here. I have invested in a new set of carving ropes for this carving season. This is the old one that was on. As you can see, it's all getting a bit worse for wear, and it does tend to slide down when you're using it, which isn't great. So we'll just try this one on and see if it fits into there. Perfect. I think that will be perfect. I think we just need these bolts slackened off slightly, so we've got a little bit of movement on there, and we'll see how we get on with it. I haven't got any cows due to calve for, well, it's probably a couple of months till we start calving, but it's good to be prepared and organised, ready to go. See if we can slacken these bolts off a little bit. onto the back of the cow. I haven't got enough hands to do it myself, but we can work the ratchet and that's held on the cow, so that should be perfect. I hope I don't have to use it very often, but we'll see how we get on. Oh, there's a flaming branch hanging in there. So the slurry tower is getting pretty full here. So I'm just going to see if I can get a load or two out. We haven't got any frost, but I've been across the field with a tractor and it seems reasonably dry, so we'll see how we get on with a load of slurry on the back. We'll have a go and see if we can get some of this out. I did have a good stir up with it yesterday, so it's fairly well mixed. Right, we'll try that, see how dry this field is. Go. Cross your fingers and hope it all goes well. I'll just put the forward drive in before we start. Oh. Right. So far so good. Seems to be doing fine. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not, but it is spreading okay. And up to now I can't see any wheel marks. This could be the little test. It's sometimes a little bit soft. Just where when I was a kid there used to be a hedge across there, across the middle of this field, and it still does get a little bit soft in there sometimes, but we've run over it pretty good. And then we get right up into this corner, it can be a bit iffy sometimes as well, where I might just take evasive action before I get too near the corner. But so far that's going great. It'll save me a few more if I don't have to get the boys in with the umbilicals. Am I going to go right into the corner? Am I going to risk it? I'm going to risk it. No bother. B3, that's a couple of gears slower than I've been going in that time. Hopefully I'll just get to the end of the field and my tanker will be empty. Fingers crossed that I've got that right, because that would be a good result, I think. Sort the gears out, we're going to B3. We'll try that, see what happens. And off we go. watch where you're going as well. You can't just point the camera out that way. You can see I'm travelling pretty well. I didn't think it might be a little soft, but it's doing fine at the moment, which is excellent. I was a bit worried it might cut in a bit, but if you can even see where I went last time. There are the wheel tracks there. Pretty happy with that. I think we're empty. Thought there might be a wee bit left in, but there isn't. So push it back up again into a different gear. Off we go. Good job. Well, the last time I was spreading slurry on here, I was asked about my slurry tanker, how it worked, because it didn't have a vacuum pump on it. So, well, the PTO on the tractor connects to the machine there, and the shaft runs right along through underneath. This is the shaft that spins inside there. There's a shaft that runs right to the back. And on the back here, the slurry is in the tank, and it drops down into here, and this here is another little pump. It spins there and pushes the slurry up and out the back there. So basically that's the same as we've got in here to pump it up into the tower or up into the tanker. We've got a pump on the back of there which pumps it out through out the top of there. So it's all very simple, nice and straightforward. Nothing too complicated. Does the job just great. Pleased with the job. Got this field nicely slurried. Amazingly dry for this time of year. And more than a ring out of here, which all helps. Well, that's about it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed this week's video, guys, and if you have, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to leave a comment, that would be great. And if you haven't already done so, please do subscribe, and then you get notifications of my videos every week. But until next week, this is Richard on the old John Deere saying bye for now. Bye you all, bye! What do you think of that, Rodger? Really? Makes you sick? There you go.